This video is sponsored by Studio Bebop and YugiOhPrices.com for all your pricing needs. Now available on the App Store. For more information, check the description below.
What's up guys, this is Linthio, coming with the deck profile of my new Herald Affection deck. Well, I say new, updated. Excuse me. This is the deck that isn't the transmodify version, just because Vanity's Emptiness is now a big thing, and I know it's been a big thing for a while. I haven't done deck profile in a bit, and yeah, so this is deck just kind of like main deck stuff to deal with it. I'm not going to talk too much about that right now because I do realise people prefer me not to talk at the start. I'll talk at the end, and also I'm doing kind of like a side deck. Well, cards that you can have as a side deck. So yeah, so we'll go straight into it. So we have three Herald Affection. The reason why people don't like the deck, because this card is a boss and it is amazing. Then we have three Manju. Manju is amazing. Manju is your main thing. You always have it at 3. Searches out everything that you need. And if I could run more, I would. Boss monster, 3 Master Hyperion. I still like 3. 3's good. You drop him and people just like cry a little bit because it's just so good. Then we have the 3 Venus, and accompanied we have the 3 Shine Ball. Works for first turn play. Also, it's just good for advanced ritual art if you need to get out of a bad situation because you draw Megami. So yeah, so you can use that with Demise. So yeah, it's kind of hard to do it when I'm trying to watch the video. Then we have the 2 Earth. I know Earth is at 3, but my opinion is that this doesn't add anything at 3 to this particular deck. It's great in normal agents, but all this does is give you like search early game, gives you another it has good things, as I said, search, and like gives you another agent to banish for Hyperion. But I'd rather main deck. Well, I'd rather just deck stuff like best stuff over this, to be honest. So yeah. Then we have 2 Christia. Christia just wins games on its own. I don't really need to say much about it. If I could play 3, I probably would. Then we have 3 Herald of Orange. This card's so good. At 3, I think is very much needed because it catches a lot of people off guard, and it just rapes those turn 1 plays that people try and do. They think they're safe when they summon a Dragosack. Nope. Do this, and they minus themselves. So it's quite nice. Then we have the 1 Honest, because Honest is a boss, and look at that glare. Apologies if that just blinds you. Then we have the 1 Freya. Freya's gone back in. If you were following following the deck like a while back, I did have Freya main decked when I went to the regionals, and it basically won me games just because of its effect. If you don't know what Freya does, it's this. While you control the fairy type monsters, other than Freya, this card can be selected as an attack target. All fairy monsters you control gain 400 attack and defense. So basically, you special summon Herald Affection, normal summon this. Herald's now 3/2. This can't be targeted as attack. It's just brilliant. 3/2 defense, that is. So it stops all those big beaters that they just drop. It stops BLS just running over. It stops Star Eater. It's just good. So Freya's really good to just have 1 as a tech, and it surprisingly does work. And worst case scenario, it's another fodder for a fairy. Then we have another one, Yaksha. Yaksha's really good, and a lot of people have overlooked this card. What the card does, it's a water, not a light. It's a fairy. This card can be special summoned. It's spirit, so it has the usual spirit effect. But its actual effect that's interesting is when this card is normal summoned or flip summoned, you can select 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls and return that to the hand. And it's a 1/9 beater. It's really good. So I'm really tempted to run more of them, but for now it's just 1. So for example, if they have Vanity's Emptiness out, you just go up, summon this, bounce it, and do my plays. The same with someone used Light Imprison and Mirror against me. I just went, oh okay, I'll just summon this, bounce it. They got really angry because this was a water, and then just summoned Herald. So it's really useful. It just has uses, and I highly recommend you choosing that. And then we have the rest of the vanillas, the 2 vanillas, Demise and Megami, just making up the numbers. So then going into the spells, we have 2 Advanced Ritual Art. I really wish we had it at 3. I know the OCG does, but yeah, I really wish we had it at 3. Then we have 2 Upstart, just for a bit of speed. Give them life points, you don't really care. That's all to say about that. Then we have 2 Preparation Rites. Really tempted to put this 3 every time would do. it just kind of doesn't work out for me. So it's still at 2. Then we have 2 MSTs. MST's now been main just because of Vanti's emptiness, and it is good to have main decked anyway now, in my opinion. So it works really nicely. It just means that you can kind of survive a little bit if they do the Vanti's emptiness, because you can kind of survive. Then we have just the one-offs. We have the one Dark Factory and the one Dawn of the Herald. I really wish I could take this out, but every time I want to, it saves my ass. And it just has to stay in there, in my opinion. Like, love it or hate it, you do need it in there. If Advanced Ritual Art goes to 3, then this can come out for another Advanced Ritual Art. And yeah, just the one. I did originally have 2, but now I just can't find the space. I would like to put another one in, but alas, more testing maybe. And then the best trap card in the game currently, we have 3 Vanti's Emptiness. This and Herald's just too good. So yeah. That's the main deck. It's 40. Then we'll go on to the extra deck very quickly. So we have level 8s. We have these 3. We have Angel of Zera. We have Scrap Dragon. And we have Crimson Blader. Amazing. Just there, just in case I do manage to summon it, and then I can start abusing it with Hyperion. Then we have 2 level 7s. Black Rose and Ancient Shaken Wyvern, the best ones. Level 6, just if we need it, which is Gaia, which is a nice beta. I don't like the HCT, whichever that one is, the new level 6. Don't like it. Level 5s, we have Caster and and Keeper of Boundaries, sorry. Voice is going a little bit, so apologies. Yeah, just really good level 5s, the best ones in my opinion. And 1 level 4 Armory Arm, just because I can go into it occasionally, and it does actually save me quite a lot. And then we have the Xyz. We have 1, I'll just do the level 3 and level 4 together. The 1 Starlight Paladynamo and the 10 Tempo. 10 Tempo is still in here just from the Transmodify days, but just in case I can use the Venuses if I so wish. So, it's useful to have him in there because obviously Orpheon's a thing. And then level 4 is to bring it up to 15. We have Herald of Pure Light, Dagusto Phoenix, number 69 Dark Mist, and Gachi Gachi Gantetsu. Sorry, maybe not off guard. Not really much to say about that. I'll probably put in another one again. Probably get rid of Herald of Pure Light because I never really go into it. And that's just that. And then the side, I'm going to do a little bit of discussion on the side. But yeah, so 2 Lava Golem. You might be thinking, why are you doing this? What are you doing? This card catches so many people off guard, especially when you're running this deck. For example, you have Herald out. They have 2 big monsters that are being annoying. You have a Dragosack and you have a Big Eye. Bounce this onto their field, special summon it onto their side of the field, and you turn. Okay? Their turn. Effect goes off to take 1,000, negate, destroy. You just minus them. You've -2 them, basically. That's why this card is good, and obviously you don't play it like there are ways around it. Like if they have skill drain, obviously you're going to negate the skill drain, and if they have skill drain out, you're not really going to summon this. So Lava Golem's good. It catches a lot of people off guard. That's why it's there. It's just a surprise factor. It does get rid of the problem monsters that your opponent may have, and it is just nice to have in your arsenal, to be honest. So then we have 2 Electric Virus. I do like Electric Virus, just because we have so many dragons and machines. Take that Dragosack, it's quite nice. So then we have 2 Consecrated Light. Consecrated Light is amazing. It's only going to get better in my opinion. This card just screws so many people over. The Evil Sort of matchup, some of this, laugh, because they really can't do anything. And they're just so that, a lot of rogue decks are quite dark, so, like Insectus, summon this and you laugh at them. There's so many things like that just kind of cause problems. So I do like Consecrated Light. Then we have the 1 Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi is just for Orpheon. Summon it, flip. That's why it's there. There are problem monsters you can get rid of using that card, but Tsukiyomi is good at 1. An interesting one, Soul Release. Soul Release is really nice, and it's been testing quite well. If you don't know what it does, it's a very old card. Back in the starter deck, Pegasus, when it was well, the version that I've got anyway, but it was released in, I think, Metal Raiders. You can select up to 5 cards from either you or your opponent's graveyard and remove them from the current duel. Basically, remove them from play. That is a interesting card when you go against Boojins, for example. Boojin, yeah, okay, whatever. What else have we got? Boojins, you can do Lightsworn, you can do Noble Knights, get rid of their equips. What else? I said Lightsworn, Boojins, I said that as well. Dragons, if you really don't want them to have those resources, I know they can go to you'll just fuel their effects, but you can get rid of like certain things. You can get rid of the Plant Engine, for example. It's just really good. It's like when used correctly, and also you can modulate your graveyard to summon like Christia. So when you use this card, you need to be clever when using this card, but it's very good. I do like it a lot. And I can't remember his name, but on Pojo, he had the original idea. Well, he brought it up and reminded me, so it's just useful to have, so props to him. I can't remember his name. 2 Malevolent Catastrophe, because you don't run any back row really, and it's just quite nice to have. This is probably going to be dropped, but it's, again, surprise factor. That's what I like about the side decks, because you just don't know what's really going to come out. You know the normal stuff, but yeah. Imperial Iron Wall conflicts slightly with Hyperion, but it's just too good. And screws over dragons so much, so much, and Prophecy so much. So yeah, simple. And then the final one is to roll decree. Trap heavy decks, kind of like, you go against your Chainburns, anything like that, you just side that roll decree. Obviously that's going to conflict with the Vanity's Emptiness, but it's put in against decks that don't really special summon, have big back rows. So again, Chainburn, Final Countdown, all those types of things. And for anyone says, I know Final Countdown does special summon, but the main thing is their traps. So yeah, so that's the deck. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know what the future of my Herald of Perfection deck is, to be honest. Just because there are so many other decks coming out that I kind of want to play around with. I've got all my Boojins, just waiting for them to come out in the next set now in a couple of days. Well, sneak peek anyway. Got Heretics with their new dragon. Got Constellas. I've got loads of stuff. So you might not see as much Herald love for the next while, but the deck is still here. I still love it, and it's always going to be here with me. So if you do kind of get tired of seeing it, then fair enough. If you want me to do videos on cards to use in the deck or anything like that, just give me a shout. But the deck profile the deck doesn't change that much unless if you're staying with the Agent Core. It's just kind of more text that go in and slight card choices. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I think I'm probably going to do deck profiles of different versions of Herald of Perfection, just so you can see as a bit of fun, so ones that kind of revolved around alternate win conditions, like your Destiny board, or your just kind of other cards like that. Wave Motion Cannon is another one. So yeah, so if you don't want to see them, do let me know. I do like the idea of the Destiny board. I've always loved that card from back in the day, and I have played around with the deck with Herald of Perfection before, so it is fun. But if you don't want to see it, let me know, and I shall certainly give it a shout. So thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, do ask me. But yes, so as for now, cheers. Like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you later.